Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Battle Brothers me Cornish-Knight as we continue on with the campaign. Now, we have this job to go up here. We did lose Conductive last session. He was our new guy, which is a shame. We've got a little bit of money. Where is he? Oh. In the wrong place. Right, so we need to get there. Let's set off. Well, we should be okay for food. I need to get a replacement archer unit. Just how it is. Did we lose his... Don't tell me we lost his crossbow quiver. We did. Okay, that sucks. We'll have to buy one when we get to the city. And if that's the case, move him here. He's not going to be any use to me because I don't have another ranged weapon. Well, stockpile of stuff. I could give him a bow. But it won't do much damage. Should really give these guys, even if it's just a basic weapon, just to protect themselves with. I mean, the problem is I like having them with extra arrows because it means they can shoot longer, but then you lose the shield combination. If I take that and give him just a plain up shield, his stamina goes down a lot. But he does get some benefits if he takes it out. So at least he can hold him, defend himself a bit. I'll play it safe. What can he have? Something that won't murder his... I'll give him a knife. I don't like doing it because it really cuts into their stamina. His stamina's fine. Okay, some brigand raiders. Okay. We've got enough people, we should be okay. Ooh, more brigand raiders. Yeah, let's go for these guys. Now, I don't like fighting at night because obviously we get the penalty. As you can see, -2 to vision, -30% to range skill, -30% to range defense, which is not great. And they're coming out of the darkness. Okay. This is gonna suck. Because we need to kill this guy quickly. We missed. He's here. Okay, we need to get these guys down quick. No messing around. Okay, they're all pushing on that side. There's a guy up there. Delay. Yeah, we're not going to hit. There's too much. There's too much difference. Well, at least we put a morale check on him and he failed. Right. Then you got to go after the militias. Delay. Crack. Give him a good crack. Get there. We need to keep applying pressure to him. He can't hit. Ugh, this is gonna suck. was hoping for a bad morale check. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, they're going after the peasants. They killed the peasant. That's not great. Right, who do you want to focus on? We'll focus on him, because he's two-handing right now. Okay. The problem is, wherever we move him, he's got to get hit by that goddamn glaive user. So, let's try and headshot him. Give him a broken skull. Pierce his hand. We'll move here. 40%, 42. Got him. Killed him off, which is what we wanted. Killed him off. He blocked, which was annoying. But with him dead, we can move the archers up. He's taking penalties. That's annoying. Oh, we give him a nasty bruise. His morale is down. Let's try and... he blocked. But we should be able to go kill him. He's blocking. His morale is terrible, so we should be able to yank out a knife. Stab him for it. I want to try and get his armor if I can. Kill him. He hasn't got what we want, so we can move him down here. He didn't break. Let's yank out a knife and stab him. Ouch. Problem is the peasants aren't going to help us, they're just going to basically kill him. It's annoying. He's got to flee. Okay. What do we want to do? We want to try and get him pinned. Dagnabbit, okay. I was hoping it was going to work. I'm trying to go for a pierce if I can on him. I've given up trying to take this guy's gear. I'm just trying to get this guy's gear now. I just want this guy dead before he does too much more damage to us. Headshot. Headshot. I mean, we could try and take him, but it's not going to be much use. Nah, the AI is going to go and kill him before we can do anything about it. Which is a shame, so I wanted to try and see if we could get his armor. Nah. Nah, we lost his armor. That's a shame. Run them down. I was hoping we could get his armor, but we can't. We took a little bit of damage. We got the worn metal shirt, which is nice. Some other bits and pieces, some equipment. He leveled up, and his stats are bad. Morale, initiative won't matter because they have quite once you get heavy armor on people, their initiative drops anyway. Health, fatigue. Fatigue won't really help. 2 points of fatigue won't help. I'd rather boost his melee defense. What has he got? We'll get sealed experts, so that's boost anyway. Man. Okay, he's depressed over what? He's seen a bad omen. Okay. Health isn't great. And his armor is trashed beyond belief. We'll take that out. Set that to be fixed. Everybody else's gear is okay. His health isn't, his health isn't bad. We could take a fight. His armor though is a bit worrisome. He'll get jumped on by enemies if we try and fight. A few brigand raiders, a few brigand marksmen, a brigand thug. So it'll be a 1-2-2. When they say a few, it tends to be between 2 to 3 or maybe 4. But because there's 6 of them, I would say that's probably 2 raiders. We know there's a single thug, so it's going to be either 2 to 3 raiders or 2 to 3 marksmen, which will be a pain, especially in this dark. Are they after me? No, they're after the peasants. Actually, not even after the peasants. It's not too bad. We'll get through this wood. There's probably a stronghold somewhere around here that's spawning them. We know there's one up here. So there's probably one over here somewhere. Right, they've been raided. We need another archer, really. Poachers, they're not great. Let's hire him and see what we get for our money. Okay. The irony is he's not a particularly good range unit, but he's a good melee unit. He's got more fatigue, his morale is a bit of a pessimist. But he actually is a fairly not too bad range unit. Unfortunately, we don't have a bowyer who's the people that we need to basically... Bowyers are the people that make bows and arrows. Well, that Fletcher is the person that makes arrows, and bowyer is the person that makes bows. Okay. Right, so we need to get to here. Shortcut will be to go through the marsh. We've got 3 days of food, we should be okay, unless we have somebody steals our supplies, which can happen. Money, we probably would have lost a little bit of money doing this job, to be honest, but it covers most of our expenses. Plus we hired someone. On the topic of that, I need to name the bloke. So, let's see who we have to name. We have... There we go, Musk. Musk, there you are. Considering your fairly not too bad stats, and you have a benefit to fatigue, which is excellent, I'm probably just going to kit you out with... weapon skill isn't bad either. What do we have you have? We'll probably give you... what's the least one that he's repairing? The thing is, he'll be able to get this backhand. He had a starting speed, which is not bad, but he'll be able to get his fatigue up relatively quickly as long as we use him properly. So who can we switch him out in the line for? We can switch him out of the line. Actually, he's got really good defense, so I probably don't want to do that. These guys need to be leveled. He needs to be leveled. Brunkle Panda can go out for a little bit, and he can stand up until we get a quiver for him, because he's no use to me without a quiver of arrows, the range unit. Right, we delivered it. We lost money on this job, basically, I'm not gonna lie. Got a camp. Go and see if they have any work. They got a couple. Crossbows here are expensive. Do they have it cheap in the market? No. But they got slightly cheaper food, which is not too bad. I'll just have to buy one from here, which is expensive, but it's boats I need for the crossbow. So, crossbow boats. Right, and we need to take someone out of the lineup, just for now anyway. Let's see what this level 2 job is. Shush, a lot of you, this man can solve a problem. Sellsword, we have a problem. Oh, there's a relic needs getting. Okay, we can do that. We need to be paid more for this. Get her, yeah, in advance. That's not so bad. Grab a bit of extra food. Right, we have to go to there. Okay. Retrieve it. It's morning, so we should, well, it's coming up to midday, so we should get there where the sun is still up. Right. First off, before we go in, who's got low weapon skill? None of the front guys got low weapon skill, it's not so bad. Okay. Piercing weapons aren't that effective against undead. So we use this because it will smash through armor easily. Swords aren't as good, but they're better than spears. So piercing weapons won't be great, but they will help us destroy armor. I mean, he's okay. His weapon skill isn't fantastic. And to be honest, I could probably switch him out and put him as a weapons user. So he's got the stamina for it, or a frontline weapons user. Must do that. Get the pike. No. Just hold the spear for now. You get the pike. And we just see what we're facing. If it's retreat, I'll run away. If we can think we can fight them, we'll fight them. Yeah. So hurry to arms. I don't know. So there's a Muslim of people I've never seen before. The Emperor arises. The false king must die. A plethora of ancient auxiliaries. How many's that? 14 to 12. Okay, that's an awful lot. And my gear isn't the best, and these guys are a pain to fight in such numbers, and I haven't got enough great weapons. So we're going to retreat. I'll do it on camera for a change. I haven't done one on camera for a while. Right, this is going to be slightly harder since we're on a plateau, but we should be able to do it. The secret is you want to make sure that you just keep moving. You don't want to block the flow of retreat when you're trying to do a tactical retreat. Also, you want to check to see which ways you can get down. So he can get down this way, so that'll be fine. Because the last thing you want to do is you want to retreat and then find that the route you've chosen is blocked, because then you'll lose people. We'll go this way. They're undead, so they're annoying, so they don't get fatigued. Which is something that you can normally use to your advantage normally. Okay, they're just standing there. Okay, now they're moving up. Right, I keep on forgetting with these big battles I need to turn... Oh, we have got faster air movement on. Okay, this is the thing when fighting the Undead Legion, their gear is really rubbish, so it will break really quickly, but they tend to have two things going for them. One is that they have fairly actually good stats for Undead. I mean, their stats are... I'm trying to remember, their stats are fairly competent. So it means that if you're fighting them, they're going to actually have a pretty good chance to hit you, unlike zombies. They also have another thing that's going for them, which is they have a lot of action points. So if you actually, if they get into melee with you on the first turn, they tend to get like 2 attacks, so similar to regular human forces. And that's something else that you have to think about, is that if you guys are, if you're fighting these guys, they are going to out action point you. I mean, some of these guys have higher initiative than my own living soldiers, which is not fun. And this is when the problem comes, is that if you have a character that has low initiative order, he can get slightly stuck trying to retreat. So just keep that in the back of your minds, folks, as you're doing this. When fighting the undead, well, when fighting the ancient, well, the fallen empire, don't expect them to behave like normal undead forces. Expect them to behave more like human forces. Just they have worse equipment. They have different things going for them. For example, the benefit that the undead that the fallen empire has is this that they have they tend to have a lot of troops. They also don't suffer from morale penalties or anything of the like. They also have the very nice things that they're more elite troops. They're actual like elite guard, and like they're called. They're basically based after the Imperial Guard from the basically the Romans had a particular Praetorian's Guard. They got Praetorian's Guard. The Praetorian's Guard and the actual Legionnaires are relatively tough melee troops, and they don't suffer from fatigue or morale, so you have to take that into account. The downside that they do have, they tend to be fairly low health-wise units, and their gear tends to be heavily degraded. So if you break their stuff, it's relatively easy for their stuff to break, especially stuff like shields and armor. Not always. The Praetorian Guard tend to have like an armor that has a lot of health, like their main body armor, the main crevasse is, I believe, what, 220 hit points, which is quite a lot. So they're hard to get down unless you have weapons that deliberately destroy armor, which is something that you want to do when you're fighting them late game. Is you want to have weapons that deal a lot of armor damage anyway, like crossbows or war picks, war hammers, pole axes, stuff like that. Stuff that you can use to like break through armor really quickly. When you're fighting auxiliaries like these guys, their gear is relatively shoddy. I tend to use range units to remove their body armor, which is basically just like the remnants of their clothing. Because obviously you get rid of that and you're smacking them straight in the health, and they don't have much health and they go down relatively quickly. Alright, so let's just skip through this. One of the reasons I run from this battle is that you have to think of this way, guys. It's risk versus reward, which is that when you fight, you're going to use up supplies, which you're then going to have to replace, so it eats out of your budget. Everybody's on there. We'll retreat. One thing I do wish I wouldn't take for retreating. I think you should take a morale penalty for retreating if you don't take if you take casualties or take damage. But this is a tactical retreat. So we're going to head back. We'll get paid. Our tools are looking a bit low. We'll probably go and buy some from a nearby supply station. Let's see what we can get going. Yep, everybody's in good spirits. The good spirits is one because everyone wants to do business with us, though they don't have much supplies. I'd say it's a good test. Check out where these guys are allied. A lot of the smaller villages like us. We'll head off down this way next, because they normally have relatively cheap tools. what my plan is to get a couple of war bows, get a heavy crossbow, just because for the anti-armor capacity of a heavy crossbow. For I still reckon they should make the heavy crossbow specialist. Like, it should have more arm penetration, to be honest, because like a siege crossbow would be the best thing for destroying armor in the game. We have those guys lurking up there, so there's probably going to be a mission linking me with them. Yeah, very much so. There's probably going to be one of those, there's something stalking the night missions. You gain a hand axe, you gain a unique large wood pelt. The forest is home to many curiosities and dead bodies, really the auntie for more curious as to foes. So when you stumble upon a litter of dead lumberjacks, and only thing that piques your interest is the lump of a dire wolf slain beside them. Totally eyes the tracks going back and forth across the cutting field, so abruptly interrupted, but some axes were left hewn into tree trunks. He spits and nods. Poor fellas look like some dire was bushwhacked them, somewhat fierce. You then collect what's left and recover make to leave. You gain an unusually large wolf pelt. You can, I haven't been able to get it. I have a tailor this bloke, but he's yet to trigger the event where you get, like I've had like loads of wolf pelts hanging around for ages and he's yet to trigger the event which causes them to make the wolf armor, which is a shame. Missing people, contracts, tools are expensive here. These are level 3. We need brigands. We're both not brigands, and the gods know what else terrorise these parts. Caravan guard. How much are we talking? We need to be paid more. Escort to Winetown in the southeast. That's going to be a long way. You recognise that name. A week ago we sent a famed Salor to hunt down some foul beasts that have been terrorising our town, surrounding farmsteads for weeks. Do you know what their saptors remained in my ownership? You shrug and answer because he hasn't returned. Owen, the steward, nods and sets the satchel down. He sits on his table. Correct, because he has not returned. Now, why do you think that is? I think it's because he's dead. What's it worth to you? That's a lot of money. You need to be paid more. Hunt down what's terrorising Finsterwold. It's probably going to be those monsters that were roaming about. Yeah, it's definitely those monsters that were roaming about. Let's see how many of them there are. It's dire wolves, which sucks. Do we have time to fight them? It's afternoon, so let's take it to fight to them. Since it's dire wolves, folks, we want to have an improved hit chance on them. So out come the hunting spears. I have the boar hunting spears because you have an increased hit chance, which is very nice. We have a relatively good party. We should be able to do this. Gear is not bad. It won't take us too long, but there's 8 of them, and these are going to be the improved ones. Right. So straight up spear. Yeah, these are the improved ones. Improved dire wolves have 3 attacks. So out they come. Right. First things first. We need to break their morale. So these guys need to die. Ah, he missed. That's going to be bad. But ripped his neck full open. Again with a miss. Okay. Right, we killed him. Get that up. Missed. Okay, that's bad. We need to knock him back so we can get this up. Spear wall. Not great. Okay, he's straight into melee with us. Yeah, this is bad. As you can see, these guys are rabid. So we really, really need to start breaking their morale. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, they're flanking. That's bad. That's bad. We need to... Okay. Right, we need to deal with the morale situation. So we need to try and break their morale as quickly as possible. which means killing him. Oh, come on. Oh, you're kidding me. Really? Move here. His morale is dropped, which is good because I can now do this, which has given us a boost to our morale. Let's focus on the one whose morale is dropping. Shield block. Shield block. Okay, he's not gonna... This is gonna hurt, folks, I'm not gonna lie. We'll probably get someone KO'd. They're gonna go for my pikeman. Yeah. They killed my pikeman. They're going for my archer next. Okay, let's focus on killing him. Right, morale is affecting. It's effective. Right, okay. Break their morale. Nothing else matters right now, so we need to break their morale. Got his windpipe. Their morale is starting to break. I can't afford to lose this archer. He broke. Excellent. Keep up the pressure. We lost a bloke, which was a shame, but he was a newbie. And it's just the pressure of survival. Ouch. 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 Right, so these guys need to die now because my guy's armor is running out. Come on, get him with the pike. Ah, really? Killed him. He missed, so let's move up here. We killed him. Killed him. Move here. Let's just... Okay. Yeah, Mock died. He was the new guy. It's a shame. It's annoying. Because he had relatively good stats. We lost his armor as well. Really? Yeah, we lost his armor as well. That's gonna hurt. Get their weapon skill up. Morale is okay. His fatigue needs a bit more work. Get his fatigue up and we'll get his melee defense up. He has a perk. Shield expert. Get that up as well. Run back here. I'm not happy that we lost him, to be honest. It's annoying. We slayed the beasts. We got paid. The orcs are going to be a pain. Is there anybody here we can hire? No, not really. Tool-wise, our tools took a real hit, so we'll buy some tools. We'll also buy some ammunition while we're here. And buy a little bread. It's a shame that we lost Mock on the same episode that we got him. But it's the risk you run with low-level characters. Right. Let's just see how we're looking. You have to step out of town for your stuff to your bar to update. So we're not doing too badly. We can hire someone new soon, relatively soon. Destroying locations beset by undead. Right. we're not doing too badly. We lost Mock, but he was a level 1 character, so it's not a huge issue. Just bad luck, really. Those direwolves were a pain. So he can move up here and take back his spots. It's just how it is. It really is just how it is. Right, so we're going to end it, folks. If you've liked, please press the like button. If you subscribe, you can please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Steam, or leave a comment in the comment section. I'll get back in contact with you. And this is where it's going to have to be ending, folks. Goodbye.